Okay, so we're in chapter 3, and we come to a fork in the road, and the question is, how are we going to decide which path to take? But the real question today is, how are you controlling your money buckets? Welcome back in. Ending chapter 3 today, and I hope you start seeing money as a verb. Today, section 3.3, we're going to discuss the money bucket system. Because so many of us end the month with hope. Hope that we paid taxes, paid our bills, maybe even paid a little bit into our savings bucket. But most of us end the month looking back and being disappointed, even a little frustrated. We need a system, we need a plan that is going to bring our dreams to fruition. Today, the money bucket system is going to provide you with the 5 choices you have with every dollar you make. I don't care if it's my dollar, your dollar, or even Jeff Bezos' dollar. We all have the same 5 choices. Did you know that if you made $7,000 an hour from the day we went from BC to AD on Christ's death, you still wouldn't have as much money as Jeff Bezos? Fun fact. So how do we begin this system? Well, we all understand our first habit is going to be changing from how do I spend to how do I use. Now we understand that we're measuring opportunity costs and that we're trying to repeat success by building out routines and positive habits. Today we're going to go through those 5 choices or 5 money buckets. We're going to begin with society. We're going to go into the past, the present, and the future. And we're going to finish on the compassion choice. But before we dive too deep into them, I have a quick question for you. Which one of these 5 buckets do you think is the happy bucket? So let's start. First bucket, first choice, society. Reality is, taxes are real, but they're necessary. They pay for everything in between what I own and what you own. Let's look around. Stop associating taxes with negatives. What about those firemen and policemen and women? Let's look at the military that defends us. Let's look at the government or the roads outside. Taxes supply so many positive things. Me personally, I have a sister with special needs. Taxes help support sis live. So now you have to reevaluate. Do you think taxes are worth it? Okay, so we obviously traveled into the past. And this is the decisions you've made in the past. Anything that is due before the first of the month. Now let's look at those. Maybe that's your rent or wherever you live. Maybe a mortgage. Maybe that's your subscriptions, your bills. Maybe that's your credit card statement. Is that a choice you made in the past? Absolutely. So you need to look at these past choices. And what's really neat is you can begin to add these up because they're all fixed costs. You made the decision in the past. Even though they're due today, they're not going to change anything before the first of the month. Oh, I know this. We're in today. This is the present day choices. These are the hundreds, even thousands of things we decide on a daily basis. What time I woke up, what I wore, what I'm going to eat for lunch. Maybe even my attitude. That's a choice too. But as you look at it, the objective today is to just be mindful. Mindful money. I don't want you to be happy or sad about where you're spending. I just want you to be conscious of what your daily choices are. Today, in the now, in the present. Whoa. I think we're in the future now. And isn't that why we started this session, started this conversation, is to provide a life for future you that you dream about? We have to put the action in place. We have to stop getting to the end of the month with that frustration. So today we start paying ourselves first and putting our future self first. Remember, if you don't, nobody else will. This bucket begins, sure, with an emergency saving. Why? Because your money vehicle, make it a flat tire, make it a cracked windshield. Don't worry. In future chapters, we're going to go into detail around how your money goes to work for you and that sexy machine around investing. But for now, pay yourself first. we landed in the compassion choice. This is where we get to give. A person, someone who has helped you, a place, an institution that has provided a platform for you, or perhaps a cause, something you believe in. This is where you get to take your hard-earned money and support and give it to something else. Science and the Dalai Lama are telling us if you practice compassion, you will be happier in your daily life. Don't worry, for some of you who are saying, I don't have money to give away, I'm only going to ask for a penny for your thoughts. But really, you have time, talent, and treasure to fill your compassion bucket. So we understand the 5 choices, the money bucket system. Let's see how it works. First, you're going to pay yourself first. Take a dime, put it into that future bucket. I made $1, I saved a dime. I made $1, I saved a dime. Third time, because people remember it, I made $1, I saved a dime. That might be the most important. Second, you're going to take a quarter, give it to society. Remember all those things it provides? Then we're going to target our past choices, debts, bills, anything due before. That's going to be 3 dimes or 30%. Then a penny for your thoughts, that compassion jar. I understand you don't have a lot yet. Fill it up with 1%. What's beautiful about this? The rest you get to spend, go to the mall, go wherever you want, and enjoy today. Question of the day, which one was the happy bucket? Action items today. Pay your future self first. Made $1, saved a dime. Choose that 1% compassion and even add up your past choices. Tomorrow, well, now that we see money as a verb, you probably are asking where to park it or place it. That's going to be our first teammate. See you tomorrow.